Hello, I am back with another project share using the new KSCRAFT dies. These are the Halloween dies that were released in July, and you guys have been having so much fun creating with these. You all know that I love Halloween so much, so let's get started. Let me share with you what I made. These dies were sent to me for free as part of the design team, and I have been trying to work on some examples for you. So the first thing I have to show you today is this Halloween ghost rosette. And this is a big die, like big this way. So what I did was I cut this out twice in white cardstock, and I trimmed it down on my trimmer to 1 3/4 inches. And then I made my rosette, and it still makes a pretty big rosette even at that size. If you kept it at the length that it is here, it would probably be more like a wand size. So remember that if you don't want it to be quite that large, you can always trim it down to whatever size you want to. So this is a really versatile die where you can get lots of different sized rosettes. But it's so cute. It cuts out these little ghosts, absolutely adorable. In the center of my rosettes, I use the Witch Bow set. And I love this because it's basically like a little witch hat embellishment, and you can put a big old giant bow on the front of it, or you can kind of put one off to the side like I've done here, and you can kind of decide how you want to decorate it. But look how cute. Oh my gosh, you guys. This little ghost rosette is just the cutest thing ever. I'm using the Hey Pumpkin collection from Doodlebug for my project, and it's these like really fun, bright, kind of neon colors. And for the hat, I just die cut this hat out of like a really dark gray, and then I glued on a little spider cabochon there at the end of the hat. I've got my bow, I got a little skull cabochon there, and then a little sentiment. So cute. I just love how these turned out. They're very dimensional, very fun. It would be really cute embellishments on whatever project you are working on. So I had a lot of fun creating those, and I think they just are so sweet. So yeah, really cute. Okay, so those are my little rosettes. Lots of fun making those for sure. Okay, next up, I did use the Halloween Heart Hands mini album set, and I did create a little mini album. So much fun. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute. Oh, I cannot even with how fun this is. So what I did was I die cut the like background piece in white cardstock 4 times. So I have 4 pages to my little mini album. And then I layered on the die cut images on the front. I did do a little bit of inking on the dirt down here just to give it some interest. And then of course use my white gel pen. I've got this fun like star background in the back. I used the green polka dot for the hands, and then I did just layer a little pink heart in the center and put a little bow here. I've got a couple of 3D glittered bat stickers there. And then for the stitching on the arms, I used the stitches from the Frankenstein set from KSCRAFT. I just pulled those out of there and die cut them, and they fit perfectly on this little hands, and I just think that adds some fun interest to the little zombie hands coming out of the grave. So really fun. Over here I did put some little hole reinforcers on the holes. These were just some die that I had in my stash. And then I tied on some little ribbons here on the side. I've got these little plastic rings holding this together. Yeah, really fun to make this. I just love how it turned out. I did leave the pages blank inside because I'm not 100% what I'm going to use this for. I did put some pattern papers and did some paper tearing on the side, but I didn't decorate it other than that because I'm not sure if I'm going to use it as an embellishment book or a mini album, or if I'm going to gift it. So for right now, I just left it blank, but I did go ahead and put the pattern papers in there, which I think is just so fun. And yeah, I just love how this turned out. Such a fun die set, so unusual and so stinking cute. So I really love that. And it was very easy to put together. Yeah, and once you layer all this together, then your pages become very sturdy, right? So I used 110-pound cardstock for my papers, but then I have pattern paper here and pattern paper here. And then I also layered some on the spine part. So the spine actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of paper layered right here. So it's very sturdy. And I like for my little mini albums and embellishment books to be really sturdy like that. So, and you have a ton of space here to put something. You could definitely put photos there or embellishments or whatever you like. This is a good sized mini album, you can see. So really, really fun. Love how that turned out. I'm so in love with this. This is so cute. Next up, I have these super cute little bag toppers to share with you. These are so fun and so adorable. This is the Spooky Bag Topper set, and I use the large one. There are 2 different sizes. There's a smaller one and a large one. I use the large one, and it's a good size, and it just makes the cutest little ghost. It's like a little ghost popping up over the word spooky, and then the eyeballs kind of mirror each other. So this is the eyeballs of the ghost, and then the eyeballs of the word spooky. And then for the bottom ones, I did pop those up on foam to give them a little bit of dimension and to make them a little bit different than the ghost. I did a little inking on his cheeks, and then of course use my white gel pen like I always do. And other than that, that's the only embellishments I put on there for now. I might embellish it further when I decide what I'm going to put it on, but for now I think it looks really cute. And yeah, again, quick and easy to put together. If you needed to make a bunch of bag toppers, this would be a great die set to use because you could churn these out very quickly and you could make a whole bunch with little to no effort. So a really great die set if you're trying to make a bunch. Like if you wanted to make these for all of your trick-or-treaters or for a class party or something like that, this would be a great die set for that. Okay, for my last project, I used the Tombstone Shakers die, and it comes with 3 different sized tombstones here, or 3 different shaped tombstones, I should say. It has all the pieces that you need to turn it into a shaker, and I had so much fun creating these. I did pull out some dies from my stash to kind of help embellish them. So let me walk you through kind of what I did. First up, I found a die that I had in my stash that had like these little grass pieces, and I just thought that that was really fun to kind of add some grass at the bottom. I did use the cross and the crow set, or the raven, from this set. Those 2 pieces do come in this set. For this pink one here, this back piece, this layering piece, this actually comes from the potion bottle set in this release. And I just took that and put it here on the front of my tombstone as just like an additional layering piece. And then placed my cross on top of that. And it kind of gave my bird something to be sitting on. For the banner piece here in the center, I actually dug out an older KSCRAFT die set. So I used this die set. This is the Halloween tiered tray add-on die. And this has a lot of really fun, smaller sized, sorry about the crinkling, Halloween dies that are actually perfectly sized to embellish these little tombstones. So it comes with hands, it has bones, it has this really fun banner piece, it has some ghosts, and it has some little tombstones there. And some cat shapes. It's got a couple of pumpkins and some little mini-sized bats. It's got a couple of hanging spiders, some branches, and then a larger spider web. So I use that to kind of decorate my tombstone. So the little banner piece comes from there, and then these flowers were gifted to me in a swap. So cute. They just fit on here perfectly. So I thought that that was just kind of fun. I did go with these pastel like pink and purple colors because I thought that was kind of cute. And then here on the front, I've got the grass, and I did do the hands coming out from behind the grass, and I cut those out of a dark gray cardstock, and they just fit perfectly. So they're like little zombie hands coming out. The rip is from this die set. The RIP comes from the tombstone, and then this little spider web is from the Spiderweb's border die set. And you can see I did get off a little bit on my shaker over here, but it's okay. I think it still looks cute. Making shakers is not my best quality. I still have room to improve for sure. Over here we have a couple of pumpkins. Again, I used that die set. They had 2 different size pumpkins, so I just stacked them up, and then I used the 2 little ghosts from that set, and then one of those tiny little bats in the background. And I do have a fun little shaker mix back there in the background. It has like little ghosts and eyeballs and tombstones, and it's like pink and blue and kind of pastel colors back there. So really cute. So yeah, I just love how these turned out. I think they are so fun. And I tried to decorate all 3 of them differently to kind of give you some options of ways that you could decorate these if you wanted to. And if you have that tiered tray set, you can get it out and use it for this as well. So really, really fun. Okay, so those are my projects for today. I will leave the links to the items in the description box below, so be sure to check those out if you're interested, and I will be back again soon with more projects to share. I am, totally engrossed in Halloween crafting right now and enjoying every second of it. So you guys are going to see a lot more goodies coming from me in the very near future. So, okay, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye.